Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into the secrets hidden in Henry's eyes. Violet confesses softly that she never thought of herself as a good mom. But she's here to vent, not to celebrate Mother's Day. After Toby was born, she still couldn't escape that violent monster. Toby witnessing those scenes was like watching an underground boxing match. That night, her ex-husband Beret treated their son like a scene from an action movie while she just sat there, frozen like a deer in headlights. He chokes out that time felt trapped in that room, a sensation like being stuck in a never-ending elevator ride. In that moment, she wasn't a mother but a person crying for help in crisis. This self-blame felt like a touchy for the soul, leaving her breathless. Then she spilled her own story, like opening a can of tofu chaos everywhere. She remembered a trusted one becoming a horror movie villain, a twist. Many innocent people got hurt, and she stayed silent until she finally found the courage to speak the truth. But even so, she felt guilty, as if she smashed her own cake, and then still wanted a slice. The bullies excel at making victims doubt themselves, like they are the grandmasters of psychological games. The shadows linger, taking away hope. Violet witnessed it all, feeling as if she was glued to a gripping TV drama. Violet hopes the future will be different, finding happiness again, telling Henry, "I'm still a good person." Henry responds with a chuckle, "I'm just doing my best. After all, I'm not a perfect angel." Violet glances at her phone, the screen lighting up, and she jokingly says she totally wrecked the day vibe. She starts preparing to clean up the mess, while the guy seems to have forgotten about his eagerly awaited family. At this point, Violet accidentally knocks over her drink, laughingly apologizing, while thinking, what a terrible day. Henry returns to his seat, emotions on the verge of breaking, taking a deep breath before checking his vibrating phone. He notices the guy staring at him, and just as he's about to make a move, a shout rings out like an urgent alarm. Luckily, the guy's sister shows up just in time, making this moment feel even more intense. Bartender approaches, greeting them with a tenderness that's almost dramatic, a sparkle of concern in his eyes. He doesn't expose anything, instead slowly reveals the truth in a comforting tone, as if sharing a closely guarded secret. This bartender is a pro, sensing Violet's unease like a cat that just caught a mouse. He whispers, if Violet felt scared, he'd magically transform into Superman to rescue her. Violet shakes her head, saying her anxiety doesn't stem from the poor little character that is Henry. She says Henry's been great to her and her notes come from elsewhere, telling the bartender, don't worry about it. The bartender still feels uneasy. He noticed Violet's odd behavior, like a vigilant little bunny. Even others were secretly watching her. These annoying comments were like alarm bells, making her more anxious. Violet brushed past, only to be called out by name, sending a shockwave through her. Subtitles. She came to the realization that this individual was surprisingly well acquainted with her, akin to a protagonist in a crime drama, rendering her earlier display of vulnerability all the more poignantly ironic. Henry had the mayor's corruption evidence from work and was planning to hand it over to the FBI tonight, like he was gearing up for a mission. This organization was no joke, so they wanted to take out Henry with some unrelated sailor, a truly sinister plot. At this very moment, Violet makes an attempt to strike back, with the intention of turning over the information to the police. However, she is met with a sneering and mocking response, with the words, "These pieces of evidence are absolutely untraceable." The surveillance recorded her pouring drugs into the drink. This palace intrigue was truly a meticulously designed murder scene. From the very instant Violet entered the restaurant, it was as if she had lost right from the start, and now there was only a single option left for her to save Toby. Her choice was to make Henry drink the poisoned wine, much like the classic dilemma of having the cake and eating it too. At this very moment, time slipped away imperceptibly. Once Henry took a drink, he would transform into the winner of this game, only to disappear in a mere second. She handed the poisoned drink to Henry, who hesitated for a moment, like waiting for the moment of restoration. Finally, persuaded by her and his friends, he lifted the cup and drank, while Violet calmly gathered her emotion. In a moment, she informed her minions on the phone, preparing to wrap up the whole farce. "Get it for me," she responded coldly, her mind racing to confirm the unfolding truth. "His son is safe, don't worry." But when she asked what happened next, she got a thoughtful reply from that guy. "I'll be enjoying some delicious dessert while waiting for Henry to fall." As the opponent smirked with self-satisfaction and glee, Violet still remained calm, recalling that hypocritical apology dinner. She pretended to believe he forgave her, planning to drug him in the drink, causing his face to change drastically in an instant. In a critical moment, Henry desperately pushed her away, turning the restaurant into a shaky battlefield. Just as the man was getting ready to fire his second shot, the golf bag knocked his pistol out of his hand, which was truly a movie-like reversal. Violet took the chance to grab the gun while Grandma had long hidden another one. There was another assassin in her house, like assassination at home. The assassin easily took care of Violet's sister, about to seek Violet, as if it were the final level of a mad game.